Hey, welcome back to the 7-day WordPress Classroom Bootcamp training series. Now, today we're talking about traffic strategies. However, I want to make sure that you've gone through all of the steps that I've listed up until this point in days 1 through 5. Now, you should have your site set up, you should have monetization, you should have your theme picked out, you should have your plugins already installed, as discussed in the last few days. You should also have already started putting some content on your site by now. So if you haven't done that, you're going to want to go back and do those steps before we start generating traffic to your site. Otherwise, you will start having people come to your site and it's not ready yet. So make sure you've done those things before you really dig into doing these traffic techniques, because this stuff will generate visitors to your website. Okay, so day 6, traffic strategies. The number one easiest way to generate continuous traffic to your blog is to build a mailing list. Now, you can use plugins like pop-up domination and opt-in skin to grab the email address of everyone that visits your site. Now, I'll give you links in the email, so make sure you go back to the email after you watch the video to grab the links to those sites. Now, you're going to use a system called Aweber to store all those email addresses as you capture them. Pop-up domination and opt-in skin, they're the little things that basically pop up on your website that make it so people put their email address in. Aweber is the database that holds those email addresses, and you can go into your Aweber site and send out broadcasts to those people, or you can build out a follow-up sequence, which is an automated set of emails that goes out in increments. For example, one email will come out in day 1, another email will come out 2 days later, another email will go out 2 days later, and you could pre-schedule all those emails using a follow-up sequence. All that is done with a tool called Aweber. Now, check your email after this video so you can remember those resources. Now, once you've got their email addresses on a list, you can now email them whenever you write a new blog post or you want to promote a product that you really believe in. So, on any of my blogs, every time I put a new blog post up, I mail the list related to that blog and let everybody know there's a new blog post. That just sends tons of traffic back to my website every single time I mail that list. Now, as another benefit, let's say you find an affiliate product that you've tried, you really like, you can actually mail that list that you've created through your blog and promote that affiliate product and make some extra income. So having a list is probably the most important asset of your business once you start building a blog. The concept of building a mailing list from your blog so that you can send people back over and over again is probably one of the most important concepts that you can learn about why other blogs look so successful. That is the secret. When you see really, really big name bloggers and you go to their website and you see that they have 200, 300 comments, it's because they're using this tactic. They're building a mailing list from their blog, and every time they write a new post, they're mailing that list and telling people to come back and look at their blog again. That's why they get so many comments. That's why they get so much traffic. It is a huge factor. However, email marketing is a very, very in-depth topic on its own, and it's kind of out of the scope of this 7-day training course. We do, however, discuss these concepts deeper inside the Pro Members area, as well as things like how to build squeeze pages and how to market to that list once you've got it. But for now, I recommend getting an Aweber account, and I would install pop-up domination and opt-in skin on your blog. Those 3 tools are going to get your email marketing started. Opt-in skin and pop-up domination will grab the email addresses. Aweber will store them. So go do those things to get started. But I know you're asking, grabbing email addresses only works after we've got traffic. That sounds like you're putting the cart before the horse. Well, that's true. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the first steps to driving traffic right now. Okay, so the first idea I want to talk to you about is the idea of commenting on other blogs. This is really how you get started making a name for yourself in any sort of niche community. You go find other blogs that are in that same niche and you comment on their blog posts. Now, when you comment, you get to leave a link back to your website. So not only does the writer of that blog probably go check out your blog, but also other viewers of that blog check out your blog, as well as it gives you a backlink to your site, which is good for SEO. So this is a method that gets you traffic in 2 ways. You get traffic from the visitors to the blogs that you comment on, and you get some SEO benefits. So what I recommend doing is going to google.com/blog search, and this is where you can actually go and hunt down other blogs in your niche. So let's carry on the example from our monetization video that we did yesterday. Let's say we're in the woodworking niche. I'll go ahead and type woodworking and see what kind of blogs it brings up. So you can see there's a ton of blogs here in the woodworking niche. Let's go ahead and go to thewoodwhisperer.com. This is a blog all about woodworking, and it looks like they just wrote a post about woodworking injuries. So what you're going to do is you're going to read this blog post, find out what they're talking about, scroll all the way down, and leave a comment. Now, when you leave a comment, there is a box here for your website. So I would put my name, my email address, and my website, which, I mean, I know this isn't a woodworking website, but mattwolf.net is the site we've been working on. And then I would leave a relevant comment that is very relevant to this blog post. You don't want to leave comments saying things like nice post or I enjoyed this. You want to make it relevant to what they're talking about. Show the people that are reading the comments that you are knowledgeable on this subject. If you just leave generic posts like great post or I enjoyed this, then nobody's going to click on your link. You want to show knowledge in the subject, and that's going to get people clicking back to your website. So that's the first concept of posting on other blogs. Now, the next concept I want to talk about is forum marketing. And to me, this is one of the most underrated methods of marketing because this is how I started. Almost all of my traffic, when I first started building a list online, almost all of the traffic came from popular forums. Now, I started kind of in the WordPress niche. That was where I really got my start with the WordPress Classroom. So I posted in places like the Warrior Forum and forums about blogging. There's one popular one called bloggeries.com that I was posting in. Now, I recommend to find forums in your niche, you go to a site called Big Boards. Now, you can see it's big-boards.com. This is actually a search engine for niche forums. Now, you could see that on Big Boards, they have all sorts of different niches that you could go and find forums for. Various sports niches, cars, motorcycles, video games, television, music, movies, hardware, etc., etc., etc. So this is where you would come to find forums. Now, when I first started, I used this site, the Warrior Forum. I got in this forum and I started posting and helping people and answering people's questions in the forum. I wanted to be seen as an expert in this forum. And by doing that, people actually seek out more information from you. So I joined this forum, helped a ton of people out, answered a lot of questions, and I created a little signature. Now let's go ahead and click into a forum post here. Let's just click on a random one. Hopefully this works. You can see that if I scroll to the bottom, people have little signatures down here. In these signatures, you can leave links back to your website. So let me go find another one. There was only one post in that. Let's click on best site for stock photos. Okay, see, this is a forum signature. He put a link back to his website in the forum signature. Here, he put a link to his forum signature. 3 links in the forum signature here. A bunch of links in his forum signature. So that's what you want to do. You want to go in, you want to help people, and you want to have this little forum signature down here with your website link in it. If you go and really, really help people out, they will click on the link in your signature. Now, most forums are the same. To create a signature, you pretty much just go up to the user control panel here that says user CP, and we're going to click on edit signature. You can see this is what my signature looks like. I've got free WordPress tutorials, which is the WordPress Classroom, and read about my journey so far, which is business and blogs, my blog. I actually paid an upgrade. It was about $60 a year in the Warrior Forum to add a little banner in my forum as well. So I've added that there as well, which helps get more eyes on it when I do go and help people out. Not all forums do that. This specific one does, though. So that is how you use forums to your advantage to start sending traffic. Just those 2 things will get you your first bits of traffic. Start commenting on other blogs and start getting active in forums in your niche. I promise you'll start to see traffic coming back to your blog. If you've got your opt-in forms in place, if you got those plugins I've mentioned in place, you will begin to see people opting in, and you can mail them when you start making new blog posts. That is the essentials of getting traffic. Okay? There's obviously a million traffic methods out there. Everybody's got a favorite method of traffic. You've got social media, which Facebook works great for me too. I get a lot of traffic from Facebook. You've got paid traffic, stuff like Google AdSense or Google AdWords, I mean. You've got pay-per-view traffic. You've got banner traffic. You've got affiliate traffic. All sorts of traffic out there that you can use to generate more traffic back to your website. These are the essential ones. These are the ones that you want to start with. They're the easiest to get started, and they're still some of the most effective. Now, again, as a pro member, if you become a pro member of the WordPress Classroom, I go into all the different types of traffic methods. We dive really deep into SEO. We talk a little bit about paid traffic and social media traffic and all those different traffic sources. It is in there if you want it. These are the ones that you get started with. Go now, get started on your traffic. Again, make sure you're building a list from your site, then start doing the forum technique and the blog technique. That's all you need to worry about right now. Those will get you traffic, I promise. Now again, I just want to mention the WordPress Classroom Pro membership is $197 for only 2 more days, today and tomorrow, and that's it. Just during this little training course that I put on, you can get the pro membership for the one-time fee of $197. That's $100 off the normal price. So if you grab it today, then you'll be in the pro membership for life, get all the videos I've ever put in there, all the videos I'm ever going to put in there, and I keep it pretty dang up to date. So I would recommend grabbing a pro membership if you haven't already, because we're kind of getting down to the wire here. Hopefully you enjoyed this. You should have a website online. You should have your theme picked out. You should have all the necessary plugins. You should have monetization on your site. And now you know how to get some traffic to your site. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you inside the pro members area really soon, because all this stuff I dive into a lot deeper.